hope you have a red blinking light. Do you have a red blinking light? On here?
Yeah.
Fantastic.
Alright. We're recording.
Alright. We're drinking 10 High Kentucky Bourbon.
It's very nice. High class, right?
Alright.
Do this shot of milk.
First shot.
Oh, we're shooting the whole thing, right? We'll record a smaller one.
Hey YouTube.
Hey YouTube.
I'm here with Konner. Let's start at the beginning. I think you were born here, yeah?
I was born in Manhattan.
Born and raised in Manhattan, Kansas.
Yeah, born in '94.
Wow.
A year after a big flood here in Manhattan, '93. Tell you what.
Wow.
Points Avenue. Yeah, I've seen some photos.
So you grew up in this tiny town. It's not that tiny.
It's not that tiny, yeah.
Well, yeah, if you count the college.
Yeah.
But, so, good childhood?
I think so. I still got like a lot of the friends that I grew up with around here. They still like live here. So I mean, it's been really consistent, I guess, which I guess makes it good in a way. I went to one elementary school and then one middle school, and then all the kids here go to the same high school because we only have one in town. So yeah, it was pretty fun, I think.
So you're not Catholic?
I wouldn't say I'm very religious at all. Cheers. Something.
So did your parents grow up in Manhattan?
Yeah. So my dad grew up in this house.
Third generation?
Sixth on my mom's side.
Wow.
Yeah. On my dad's side, I think I'm third. Yeah.
So they probably had like farming, farms.
Yeah, they still do. Same farm. Yeah.
So you're a country boy.
I was raised here. Not everybody from Kansas is a country boy, but I am a proud Midwestern, I would say.
I would like to show the dogs. Can I?
Yeah.
Show the dogs.
Yeah, we can introduce them. That there is Peanut. Yeah, Peanut is 3 years old. I got her 2.5 years ago. And she's awesome. She's pretty smart and behaves.
Peanut.
Perfect.
Alright.
She's very responsive too.
And the dog drinking out of the toilet.
That's Jessica. We got her from a family friend that couldn't keep her anymore, and we were going to help her find a new home, and then we kept her because she was a sweetheart.
And there's another dog, and nobody knows where it's at.
She's probably sleeping. The other one's Kelly. I got her when she was 8 weeks old. I was like 16. It's like my first child.
Siblings. How many? What gender? Why?
You know, we don't know who's the mistake yet. Definitely one of us, but we never tossed it up. We're like 7 years apart. So my sister was born in 80, perhaps? Yeah, she was born in 1980. So she's now 37. Or will be in
30.
December. Yeah. My brother's your age. He was born in 87. Yeah.
Me too.
Yeah. And
that's how ages work.
I was born in 94. Yeah.
94. So, wait, when was he born?
87.
So you're both, it's 7 years between.
Yeah. So I think it's worked out okay.
So that's a big gap.
It is.
So do you feel kind of like a only child?
No.
Have a lot of interaction.
Definitely had a lot of interaction with my brother growing up. My sister was like 18 when I was 5. So like she moved out when I was like 5. So you don't get to really develop that relationship, I guess, or share a common ground for too long. So yeah, a lot of fighting with my brother when we were younger, but we're pretty good buddies now. And yeah, sister's still in town, brother's still in town. We're all together for family stuff. And stayed decently close. Yeah, it's crazy that everybody stayed in town in my family. You think somebody would leave?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Yep. My dad had a brother and sister also. They both left. One was in Kansas City, the other one was in Florida. So Manhattan's a good place to be.
Is it?
I like Manhattan.
But that's all you know.
I've traveled. I've started traveling a lot more anyway in the last couple of years. I haven't lived anywhere else and had to be like totally independent. But
you went to school here, right?
Mhm.
In K-State, but you lived not here
Right.
when you went.
Right, yeah. We bought a house and rented it out. And I lived in that house. And I just rented it out to my buddies.
How many roommates did you have at the time?
Right now there's 6. That's the most.
Damn!
Including myself.
Is it a mansion?
6 people. No, it's just got. It's like, I don't know, pretty in the middle of town. It's not that big, but.
Do you share bedrooms?
No. I am in a non-conforming bedroom. And then a
What?
guy and his girlfriend share a bedroom.
Like a closet?
It's like a living room that's downstairs, so it doesn't have any windows in it. But it's got a room adjacent to it. I just took the door off and it has some windows. That kind of makes it conforming. But yeah, then a guy, my friend Austin and his girlfriend, they share a room. Yeah. And then it's been good. It's been a fun house over the years. I think there's been like 12 people that have lived there overall now.
With you?
Yeah. Yeah. It's been very dynamic, very fun, I think.
So you're what age?
23. Yeah.
How was high school? I feel like that's when people begin to become people.
Yeah. Yeah. Probably. It was good. Yeah. I don't really have any regrets, I don't think.
Did you date?
I did. So going into high school, I was actually in a pretty long-term relationship from middle school.
Oh, early bloomer.
Yeah, solid 2 years that we dated. Like,
Before high school?
it was like 9th grade, halfway through, we split up. But yeah, so I was pretty committed. Like, I feel like I grew up pretty young.
Interesting.
I think that has something to do with being the third child also. I think there were expectations for me to mature faster because, parents, third child, it's kind of like, okay, I'm tired of this shit. Like, I'm gonna cut to the chase here. And I feel like that's kind of what shaped my early life.
Did your parents have any say about you dating in middle school?
They didn't care. I think they probably thought it was a really good thing. Yeah, I don't know. It's like, it's a good social thing. You're learning.
Yeah. I mean, were they worried about sex?
They never said anything until we got caught.
Oh. Okay.
And then they were kind of like, man, that's crazy. And I was like, yeah, it was. So,
Wow.
and then we broke up not too long after that. Like they do. Yeah, it's not like I was eager to. I just, the opportunity presented itself. I don't know. Jump on the bandwagon, I guess.
So everybody was doing it?
I don't think so.
Huh.
Yeah.
Who initiated that? Was she more into it?
Again, just kind of like heat of the moment, man. I don't know. I would so this is what started my running career. I give tribute to this. I would sneak out of my basement room here. It was a pretty good system I had. I'd close the door and lock it. I'd put on a space heater because it was cold in the winters. I'd open my window and take out the screen, and I'd leave, and I'd run to her house from here.
Which is how far?
2.5 miles. Pretty committed.
Yeah.
And you know, it was a long time before we ever had sex. Like we just go over there and hang out, and then run back. So it's like 5 miles in, you know, a couple of hours. And I was like 12, 13, 14. So I was
in the middle of the night?
Yeah.
So were you like really tired when you went to school?
Yeah. Yeah. But that's okay, because it was fun. Like, I used to go roam around town, like, with all of my buddies. Like you said, it's kind of a smaller town. We'd stay at each other's houses and just sneak out. We're like TP people, so... Or just walk around. Like, it was just cool to be outside when you're not supposed to be. And we'd, like, lay down and hide from cars when they're driving by. It was, like, every weekend. We just had a blast.
Sounds fun.
It was fun, yeah. We weren't good kids. We had fun.
Huh. Did you have good grades?
I think in elementary school, I got till 4th grade. I'm pretty sure they thought I was like, I needed to be in the special ed class or something.
Up until 4th grade?
Yeah, because I don't think I tried or really understood the point of school. And then as soon as they told my parents that, I had to like start trying, and they were like, yeah, you need to like do better. So then I did really good. And in middle school, I had like all A's and B's. In high school, I graduated with like a 4.2. So I mean, I did pretty good. And in college, I had good grades. So I became more studious, especially in high school, actually. After I got out of that relationship, I dedicated myself to studies for a while. And I got Kelly. Yep.
A dog.
A dog. Yep. We didn't introduce Kelly earlier, but...
Like, you have your girlfriend under the table. Kelly.
Nope.
It's a very human name.
It is. Yeah. I don't know why I named her that, but she looked like Kelly, I guess. Oh. I know. So all of my family starts with K's.
Oh.
Yeah.
Your name's Konner.
Yeah.
With a K.
Yeah. And yeah, we all have K's, same initials. So Kelly, I had to
Like
think of a K.
all the kids or your mom and
Parents
dad?
do, yeah. Yeah. Kent, Carrie, Kendra, Corey, Konner.
Did your mom and dad go to college?
No. My dad went for like a year, I think, but didn't stick around. And then he worked for like 2 or 3 years, and then he started his business. And then he was like 25, I think. It's like seasonal work. Well, like pest control is the main thing. And then there's, lawn care in the summers, and then snow removal in the winters. So, and then some landscaping.
What does your mom do?
She worked for the university for a while. I never went to college, but and then worked at Ag Press, which is like a printing press in town for like 15 years or something. And then decided she'd rather just do that on her own, so she started her own business with one of her coworkers there. And they own a small printing shop now in town. So they each just started their own thing. Yeah. So I don't know, I think that's affected what I want to do in my future quite a bit. So being self-employed seems pretty awesome.
I would think
Yeah.
so that would have an effect.
Yeah.
So you want to have your own business someday?
If I had a good idea or motive, I wouldn't. Like, I think it'd be really cool to have my own guide company, but have it be more like, I don't know, educational even. Like, I took a course in high school. It was a summer field biology course, and we studied the Kansas ecosystem for 3 weeks, and then we went to Colorado for 10 days and studied the alpine ecosystem. And I think it'd be cool to lead tours in really desolate places, and also teach people about the surroundings. I think that'd be really cool. And that'd be pretty fun. I think those exist. I know they exist.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think that's something anybody could do. Cheers to education.
You're not feeling yours as high.
There's a reason for that. We do have to be, well, I have to be at work at 7.
There's a reason Janelle drove me.
Yeah.
Peanut's cute.
It's pretty cute.
Good job, Peanut.
Yeah. Yep. I got her with my girlfriend at the time. She knew these people that lived in Hutchinson that needed to get rid of a dog because they had kids and they were like, oh, a dog would be great. And the kids didn't like the dog. And nobody played with the dog.
That's why Rocco was giving up.
Yeah.
Apparently he didn't like kids. They had a baby and he tried to eat it.
Damn. Yeah, the kids needed to get rid of the dog, I guess. I think Peanut just didn't get played with and they wanted like a better home for her.
That's nice.
Yeah. She's not a baby eater. But she came to stay for the weekend with us. Like we drove her up to town and they just wanted to see how it would go. And it went really well and all my roommates liked her. Like it was me and 4 others at the time, so she had like a house with 5 guys going to school. And like we were active, so she got a lot of playtime outside and a lot of love, so it was a good fit for her. She's free.
How old is she?
3 now.
Pretty
She was
young.
6 months when I got her. But yeah. So I don't think that I really needed a dog at this point in my life. It puts a lot of constraints on like travel and stuff. But
There's usually people willing to watch
yeah.
dogs. People like dogs.
Yeah, my parents are really good at that. Like that's really probably one of the most convenient things with being in town. Is they'll watch my dog in town. Yeah. But girls also really like Peanut, which is cool. It's helped. So it's kind of like I'm ex-girlfriend now, obviously. So it's kind of like thanks for the dog.
It's a Peanut.
Peanut.
So let's go back to college.
Yeah.
Because we left off basically at high school. You had a girlfriend in
Yeah.
middle school. You broke up in
Freshman
high school.
year. Yeah.
What was the reason for that breakup?
We realized we were too young to be in such a committed relationship.
You wanted to fuck other people.
We needed to, we realized, I don't know, you can't do that.
Well,
That's crazy.
Then did you have another serious relationship in high school?
I did, but it was like a 2-year gap before I started really like dating people again.
When you were a senior or junior?
Junior, yeah. Started dating some people that I ran with on the cross country team, which was interesting.
Some people?
One person, and then we broke up, and then another person.
Okay.
Yeah.
Also on the cross country team?
I think one of them was cross country season, the other one was track season. So it was like quite a few months between. And then senior year, I started dating the girl I got Peanut with. And then we dated for 4 years.
Wow.
Yeah.
So well into college.
Right. Yeah, my sophomore year of college. Yeah. So that was a long time.
This is a nice house.
Yeah.
I feel like your parents have money.
Well, they bought this 20-something years ago when the market was a lot lower and it was unfinished. So over the last 20-something years, they've done a lot to it themselves. I mean, they just kind of, rather than going on vacations, like I was telling you, they decided they'd rather make their house somewhere they just want to be.
I like that.
Yeah.
I agree with that.
So they've done that over the last 20 years and turned it around a little bit. So, yeah.
Cool.
But
So when you were a kid, this was a shithole.
it was different. Yeah. It was different. Like that whole deck is new and the basement's been redone and this has all been, everything's been redone. Slowly. But going back, so college. What do you know about college?
Well, Why did you break up with that girlfriend?
She broke up with me, actually. Yeah, it was the same reason, really, as the first time for, the one in middle school. It was like, hey, I just need to, I can't do this at this age. We're too young to be so committed. Yeah. So that happened, and that was okay. Yeah,
Was it not? Did you agree?
No, because I was, older a little bit. I was 2 years older, a year and a half, I guess. So I feel like I was at a different point in my life, maybe. These years are crucial here in college. Shit happens pretty fast. I thought I don't know. I thought I was ready to settle down. Then all of my friends are getting married now. They've been dating the same people for years. I was like, wow, this is probably that person.
Yeah.
And then it wasn't. So that happens.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, it's interesting though. We still talk, so we're still on good terms. I hung out there last night.
Interesting.
Yeah.
So you still would like to settle down, marry?
Yeah, eventually. My perspective has changed a little bit since my youthful days with Aubrey 2 years ago. I don't know.
Anything is it possible you guys would get back together, or you're just
brothers? Yeah, we're just friends.
Do you want kids?
I do. Yeah. I look forward to being a father. I think that'll be very rewarding. I am conflicted though, because I think our population is way too high. And with that though, there's people that should have kids, and there's people that probably shouldn't.
And you should.
I think I would be a very positive influence and create a good human being that will contribute to society. I don't think everybody has the same motive. Maybe. I don't know. I'm not in parenthood. Peanut is obviously not contributing to society at all.
Well, I think she is.
Yeah?
Dogs, they make it a happier world.
They fertilize yards.
And that too.
Yeah. Nitrogen. For me, it took us 4 years to realize that we didn't want to be together. So there's this other thing about people I know that get married after a year or two, and it's like, man, it's crazy.
So I get that.
Yeah.
If people get married within 1 or 2 years, that doesn't seem too soon, but at the same time, I can see how it would be too soon.
It redefines the commitment, though, right? If you're dating somebody, you can always opt out.
Right.
If you decide, oh man, I think I want to marry this person, then you get married, it's like, you make it work.
Well, and then why would you opt out? Would it be more for financial reasons?
Yeah.
So I'm not sure that I want to get married because it would change motives.
Yeah, it's true. Yeah, it's nice being free.
I'm a bit drunk.
Yeah, dude, it gets you.
Yep, it's got me.
Yeah.
More than wine does.
Dude, our pub crawl, I got pretty hammered. I walked out of Tubby's without tapping out, and I lost my debit card that night.
Oh, damn.
Yep.
I mean, this is your first real job? Your first full-time job?
I've had...
the rabies lab?
Yeah, I've worked full-time, but it was just seasonal, summer. I worked for the USDA for a couple years, and then I worked for a construction company for a couple years. And so those were 40, 50-hour-a-week jobs, but it was only for 3 months at a time. And then I worked part-time throughout the school year. So, but yes, this is my first real job. Yeah.
What are your goals? Specifically, where do you hope to be in 5 years? because I'll follow up, even though I probably won't.
Yeah.
It might be like 10 years.
That's cool. I probably need 10 years to do my 5 year, you know? I don't know. I don't want to sound, I don't know. I hate the fact that money is a thing, but money
It's definitely a
is
thing.
a thing.
Yeah.
So one of my big goals is to be a millionaire by the time I'm 30. And I don't know how I'm going to do that yet, but I'd like to invent something.
Okay.
I don't know what. I spend a lot of time thinking about it.
Interesting.
So that's a goal. But I'd also like to move for a couple of years and most likely return because I like Manhattan. And my family's here, and I think it's a great place. But I think it's also really important for my individual growth to get out of here for a while. And then I'll probably still travel a lot. Like my goal is also to just travel a lot. Like it's nice to have a home base and be able to travel and come back, still have a steady job and stuff, still gain some new perspectives on life. But
That's one of the good things about our job is they give us a lot of time off.
yeah,
But I don't have any money to take advantage of that, really.
Yeah.
That's how I feel. Because I have like at least I usually have like 6 weeks vacation time.
yeah.
And my brother says he doesn't believe that's possible, but it's true.
It is, yeah.
But, you know, I'm broke.
Yeah.
So I can't
Yeah.
travel that much.
Well,
all the time off.
how much do you think it costs to travel?
Well, I don't know. I know it could be done cheaply.
Yeah.
I haven't done that, but I've heard of people,
Yeah.
you and Mia, like doing
Yeah.
hostels and stuff to travel cheaply.
Yeah. Yeah. It's possible. Don't restrict yourself. That's the only thing that's my only input. Like, you know, plane tickets cost a lot. But once you get there, American dollars typically go a long way if you're not going to Europe. Like, if you go to South America or Southeast Asia like Mia was, the money goes a long way. And hostels are great. You meet people, other international travelers, or you camp. And yeah, you have to have camping gear, which can be expensive, which is kind of ironic because you spend a lot of money to live like a homeless person, you know. But once you accumulate that gear, it should last you your lifetime. And you can just kind of rough it when you travel. And it's really fun because you just meet a lot of cool people to travel with.
Tastes great now.
Yeah, it's a little easier to turn down. Other goals? I don't know. Travel, be a millionaire, and find love.
I love.
There you go.
Those are good goals.
Thanks. Yeah.
I approve.
Yeah.
Do you think you're successful now?
If I died today, I would not be happy.
Okay.
No, I don't think I'm successful now. I think I've had a lot of fun now. And I think I don't know, you can live your life in segments, and like, people do it differently. Some people set themselves up for success, like, right off the bat.
Yeah. I mean, do you not, you graduated college, you
Yeah.
have a full-time job, is that not enough? I mean, I don't think it is either, but...
Yeah. I want a family.
Yeah.
I think that's, really one of my biggest goals. I think the purpose of life and all, biologically, is, defined by spreading your genes.
Okay.
By, producing offspring. And I think, we had this discussion, overpopulation, but...
So you won't be having a vasectomy?
No, I won't. I will have, whatever happens. But I think I won't think I'm successful until I see my kids turn out successful. I think that will be a defining moment for me as a human being, saying that you could bring another life to be successful.
But if they have the same definition of success,
yeah,
you maybe won't ever see them be successful.
That's true. There's other small successes throughout life. That's just the main one, I suppose. You know, higher education still a goal, and
are you proud of your current education?
Yeah, I think so. I think I went really against the grain with my upbringing. Well, not necessarily. I mean, like, neither of my parents went to school. I wasn't really, like, forced to go to school. It was very whatever. You could, join military, you could go to school, and you could find a job. And I chose to go to school and do something that I thought was interesting, but I didn't know a lot about. So I think, yeah, I'm pretty proud with my education. I think I did well.
Which is?
Microbiology and natural resource environmental sciences. But it took 5 years because I was also in architecture for a year. So I did dabble a little bit.
When you were a freshman?
No, I actually started with biology, kinesiology, like double. And then I just did that for a year, and I was like, man, this sucks. So I switched to architecture, and I did that for a year, and I was like, this really sucks.
Yeah.
And so I went back to biology, and I actually started to enjoy it a lot, and I want to continue with that.
I was in architecture for 1 semester.
K-State? Yeah, it's
as a freshman.
Yeah, it's kind of fun, right?
I mean, looking back, I think maybe it would have been cool to stay in it.
Yeah.
But at the time, I was like thinking, this sucks.
Yeah.
I came from like more of an artistic background and thinking that would be like an artistic outlet, and it's more scientific than artistic. But now I'm more scientific than artistic, so
Yeah.
Who knows?
Yeah. It's good to be diverse.
It is.
Yeah. So, there's a lot. Yeah. Not enough people are diverse. Ready?
Yeah.
Here's to diversity. Easier and easier.
No. You're young.
You've said that a lot.
So,
we're not that different.
So I feel pretty confident saying that we got a good broad stroke of your life.
Yeah.
And it would be good to do a follow-up, because I imagine in 5 or 10 years your life is going to be quite different.
Probably. It's crazy to think about. Where do you see yourself in 5 years? I am curious.
In 5 years, I've always said I don't really know, and I would still say I don't really know. If I stick with the master's program here, I think it'll take me at least 3. And then I ultimately don't really want to live in Manhattan.
Mm-hmm.
So if I could get a cooler job, I'd like to move to the Southwest.
Yeah?
Deserty areas, or Janelle really likes South Dakota.
Nice.
Or Colorado.
Dakotas are beautiful.
So, I guess in 5 years, the main thing is I would hope to not be in Manhattan.
That's incredibly doable.
Yeah, I mean, I have a house here, and I mean, of course, I can sell it.
Yeah.
But
it's close to a school. Like, I think you could sell that place pretty easy.
But also, I would like to hold on to it, and maybe, have a rental property.
Yeah.
And maybe build on that. I would like to. One of my ideas for the future is I would like to have a number of properties, and mainly like my work being a landlord.
Yeah, really? That would be you want to do that as a primary job?
That's one of my ideas. I mean,
yeah.
I like doing house stuff myself, even though I'm not qualified for all of it. I like doing construction work or electrical.
Anybody can do it. You don't need to be qualified. Yeah.
So, yeah, that's one of. I mean, I would like to be a millionaire too.
Yeah.
I don't feel like I've had ideas like inventions and stuff.
Yeah.
I'm 30, so I feel like I've already failed on following through on most of those.
No.
So, um,
You got at least twice that left in your life.
yeah.
So you can do a lot of things.
So yeah, I mean, I'd like to be a millionaire, but I don't have high hopes for that happening.
Yeah. That's okay. You know, I think those are sometimes the people that make it. Something can happen. You could become a real estate mogul, like our president.
A president? Oh, that guy.
That guy. Yeah. The unspoken.
I was thinking of Barack. 'Cause
Yeah.
I heard he's
living
like
in the
going
past.
into Silicon investing, Silicon Valley investing.
Oh, nice. That's smart.
He's much smarter than Donald Trump.
Yeah. I think a lot of people are probably smarter than Donald Trump. But this is, you know, we're given the lesser of two evils here, and I really think there is no winner.
That's interesting.
Yeah.
You think Hillary Clinton was a greater evil?
Honestly, I don't know. I don't know. It's a very. I don't think she's good. She's not a good person. She's not a good human. It's not who I want leading.
Well, why?
Why? Because she is a liar.
Why?
Because she's proven to be a liar, and like you don't.
In what circumstances?
Like the email scandals, and like there's the whole international. There's a war thing that she was really involved with, Benghazi, right?
Yeah. I don't think Donald Trump is
No.
not a liar.
Oh no, he's totally a liar. Yeah, they both are. Is my point. Like
Right.
these are not people I would choose to lead my country or have say over my freedoms or rights. Like I can't believe that society is to the point where those are our options. Nobody wants that job.
It's pretty crazy.
Yeah, or is it just
Like,
because you can buy that job?
Yeah. Donald Trump being elected is
Yeah.
pretty crazy.
Yeah.
He's so unqualified.
Yeah. Yeah. I don't know, man. The world's pretty fucked up, and really, like, I would rather.
5 years, hopefully, he's not president.
Yeah, if he is, we'll see each other in South America, perhaps.
Yeah.
It's a world down there. Here's to 5 years from now.
What is this, 7? I'm drunk as hell.
You brought it.
Wonderful. 10 high. Anything else you want to comment on that you think you'd care about in 5 years from now?
Man, there's probably a lot.
Really?
Probably. I have high hopes for the future. I think humanity's heading in a very terrible direction, and hope it turns around.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But, like, nuclear war, do you think that's a thing with North Korea?
I think we'd shut that shit down pretty quick. Kind of like, plagues are supposed to be the next maybe big thing to wipe us out again, or, reduce population. Perhaps that should have been Ebola, but shut that shit down. I think society is, like, we're to the point where it's going to take nuclear war to do that, but I think defense systems to
lower the population.
Yeah, I think it needs to happen. I think we have enough resources. I think we have, not sustainable for another 50,000 years or whatever, however long modern humans have existed. But I don't think we can double that. Is it 10,000 years? 10,000 years is
Great question.
the domestication of animals. I think humans have existed, modern humans, for 50,000.
50,000? Wow.
Don't quote me.
That's pretty
To look it up.
short.
Yeah. Right?
If that's true, wow.
Yeah. It's a blink of an eye. So that.
Because, like, other species of humans have been around for millions of years, right?
Neanderthals and apes and stuff started, evolving, millions of years ago. But I think.
Isn't that crazy that, like, for so long, they didn't need to evolve? I mean, for survival, you only need so much, and it's not what we have now.
Right. We're not. I mean, we are evolving every day or every generation. Something is changing. But the things that we are developing now are, not needed for sure.
But if we wanted to populate other planets, we definitely need
What's the purpose
higher
of that?
technology. Because eventually this planet will be destroyed. Even if it's a billions of years from now, it's gonna like fall into the sun.
Yeah. I don't know why.
There's a theory that like all advanced civilizations eventually destroy themselves, because if not, why haven't we encountered other advanced civilizations?
Yeah. I think that makes sense, because we are, even if we are 1 in a billion, there are billions of other stars out there, trillions.
Right.
So the chances of other life, or the multi-universe theories, there's
likely life.
Yeah.
So why haven't we been contacted?
Yeah.
Or have we been? And the History Channel guy with the crazy hair.
Yeah. He knows.
Aliens.
He knows. Yeah.
It's gotta be aliens.
I don't know.
I'm drunk.
Me too. I think that's when the best conversations happen. Shit flies free.
That's the purpose of drinking.
Yeah. Yeah. Going back to the universe real quick. Anytime I have a problem in my life. 10 high. It's a moose.
It's good stuff. It's made me feel well.
Yeah, it puts the smile on, right? People always say, when I get drunk, I get a shit-eating grin on my face.
Very good.
So, anytime you have problems in your life, think about what we talked about and how we've been here for a blink of an eye. Nothing. Modern humans, 50,000 years out of 4 billion on Earth, nothing. And then you think about our one planet.
Do you think there was any intelligent species similar to humans before humans?
I do. Not on this planet.
On this planet, like dinosaurs, were they geniuses?
No. No, they were not.
Okay.
I don't think so.
Like their brains are like peanut size.
So, I think there have been smart people. Egyptians, Aztecs, and Incans.
Do you think it'd be fun to be a T-Rex? How do you think sex is as a T-Rex? Good?
Painful.
Painful? Why?
You're crawling on... I don't know. It's probably just painful for the female. Dude, I don't know. You got a mount, and that's a giant, couple-ton animal on top of another couple-ton animal. That can't be pleasant. It's so rape. It's rape. Rape has been around for billions of years. Not okay.
Genetically predispositioned to be.
In a way.
What we want.
There are some animals that have adaptations on their body that allow them to, like frogs. I think it's frogs. They have things on their body that allow them to secure themselves to a mate so they can't get away. Rape's the thing. And then
Rape's the thing.
It happens all the time in the natural world. It's not good though. When you have a mind as intelligent as a human, you probably shouldn't go around raping people.
But it's natural.
It occurs in the natural world. Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. Yep. And then women eat men a lot of time in the natural world also.
Praying mantises. That's
Spiders.
the only one I know of.
Arachnids.
After they have sex, so the guy fucks them and then they
I think
eat
it's after, yeah.
That's weird.
Yeah.
I don't want to be eaten.
Yeah.
It's okay.
I don't know. That'd be a pretty shitty way to go out. Like on Hostel 2, when he's eating his leg while he's still alive. That is one of the most memorable scenes I've ever seen in a movie in my life. Yeah.
Did you see Hostel 3?
No, I didn't know that was a thing.
It's a thing.
Yeah.
Only 3 though. There's 8 saws.
Yeah.
I just watched all the saws. They're pretty good. They're better the more you watch them.
Yeah. I don't know if I have the willpower to go through it. I own DVDs of 1 through 3, and then I quit.
There's 8.
I know. That's crazy.
I feel like it's relatively well tied together. At first I didn't think so, but the more times I've watched it, I'm like, okay.
When that old dude died, the original guy, I was like, okay, this is over. That's all I needed. They could have stopped.
So many accomplices.
I guess. Yeah, apparently. Do you think you would survive?
In a Saw game?
Yeah.
Probably not.
Most people don't.
A lot of the games, I would just be like, fuck it, I'm not doing that.
Yeah.
I'm gonna die.
Yeah.
Because they're worse than death. A lot of the choices they have to make.
I think the most memorable one I can think of, besides Saw 1 when he saws his own leg off. Fuck.
I might be able to do that.
I don't know. The chick that had the rib cage thing in. I don't remember what she had to do to get out of it.
That was bullshit. She didn't have a chance to get out.
Yeah.
Because Amanda, his protege, was killing people. Like, she set it up so they couldn't get out.
Yeah.
Like, she got the key.
Yeah.
And it didn't work.
She was fucked. Like, even if you have all of that in you, you can't recover. Like, there's some organs that have been penetrated there.
Yeah, that's one of them that I wouldn't do. It's like she had to put her hand into it.
Oh,
to get the key.
Yeah.
And I'm like, I would just wait to die.
Yeah.
That would hurt so bad.
Yeah, and you're fucked.
I worked in the biochem lab at K-State for 2 years when I was an undergraduate, and I worked with one really strong acid, like sulfuric acid or something.
Yeah.
And there's so many warnings. I smelled it one time.
Yeah.
Like, had the cap off, and I should have had it in the fume hood. I smelled it for a second, and it hurt. It hurt my lungs.
That's one of the top rules. The MSDS sheets say not to inhale that stuff.
MSDS, where are those at?
Nobody knows. I'll ask Beth, and she'll be like, oh, they're here. This is fun. This is a good time.
We drank too much.
To good times.
But it helped. Oh shit. I got no Canada Dry.
Help yourself. There was these times in my freshman year, we do shot counts. We usually only got to 12 or 13. But there was some nights we'd get to 18 and 20. And over multiple hours.
Whiskey?
Rum, mostly. Rum or vodka. Not usually whiskey. But very stupid.
This is more drunk than I usually get in an interview.
You're welcome.